What's up, strangers? I'm back. I realized I have not really posted much of anything this month. I've got a lot going on behind the scenes. Things are going good. Got a few exciting things in the works. But I keep meaning to post more cocktail videos. People have asked for them. I did the one. And I got to thinking, like, why don't I ever want to post these? And there's a few reasons. For one, I don't really drink cocktails. I don't really drink at all besides for work anymore. But yeah, so most of my stuff that I make, the whole goal is to make something that is good on its own without needing to be mixed. Of course, I want it to stand up in a cocktail. But when people start asking me about what cocktails they should make with my stuff, I always tell them to start simple. Like, cocktails don't need to be complex. I do like a fancy, elaborate cocktail, but that's for going out. Like, that's not something you want to mess around with at home. Which brings me to one of my other reasons, is I often don't have the ingredients or tools really around to make anything super fancy and convoluted, for lack of a better word. But today I'm going to show you just do something simple. Our new gin, CloudBreak. Incredibly proud of this. I've talked about it before. If you haven't tried it, do yourself a favor. Tiki inspired, toasted coconut, almond, orange peel, and juniper, of course. And even with my other gin, I'd always tell people just to make a gin and tonic, but use like half the amount of tonic, just enough to kind of take down the alcoholic bite and still make it enjoyable. But we had a release party for this at Forbidden Root. We've been friends with them for a long time. They've always been very supportive, and they did just that. They did a G&T, but spruced it up a bit with a little bit of a passion fruit liqueur. So all you gotta do, I'm not even gonna get out the jigger and everything, just eyeball it. You're home, presumably, if you're making cocktails. Be smart, don't overfill it. But yeah, get yourself a pour gin. I don't have a passion fruit liqueur, but I do have some passion fruit syrup. A little splash of that just elevates everything a little bit. Don't have a shaker, no big deal. Simple, right? That's our goal here. Ice. Top it up. Right, and then what do we need? Well, we don't have gin and tonic. Well, we have lots of gin. We don't have tonic, but we do have some Topo Chico. Everyone loves this stuff, right? Boom. Look how refreshing that looks. Right? Yeah. We don't have to make things complicated. Life's complicated enough. But, oh man, it's not really stirred up. How am I going to drink this? I need straws, right? I don't have any straws here, but I got to thinking, and I do have this handy little reusable straw I got from our friends at Experience Columbus. They're the ones behind the behind the distillery trail. If you haven't been on that yet, check it out. I know a bunch of you have been here because of that. Lots of really cool places to visit in town, and they also put on a lot of other events and stuff. And thanks to them, we now have a straw. Little stir. What else are we missing? Well, limes if you got them. Ta-da! Cocktail. Wasn't that easy? That's great. Delightful. Yeah, that's why I don't really do cocktails. They don't need to be complex. With my dark spirits, I always tell people just to start with an old-fashioned. I'll still do some more, and I might do something a little more elaborate. I have an absinthe cocktail that I absolutely love, so I'll put that on my list. But don't overthink it. What else have I got for you? New spirits. I've talked a little bit about these. I've got 2 in the works. I think I talked about the one, and if I haven't, we are doing a coffee liqueur. There's only a few options out there right now, and frankly, most of them aren't very good. We just did a tasting session the other day. working through some of the trial recipes that I came up with, and went back and tasted Kahlua and then another one that's on the market, and they're all incredibly syrupy and really not that coffee forward. They all have like a ton of like vanilla and like caramel stuff going on. Like, I don't know about you, but I love good coffee. Good drip. Espresso is the benchmark. Anytime I'm in a new coffee place, I always get a shot of espresso just to see how they pull it. And so we're still deciding on a roaster to partner with. If you have any roasters you're a big fan of, drop a comment. We'll hit them up. We're probably going to end up switching it out like over different batches, but we're still trying to decide who we want to do first. But that's in the works. I was really hyped. The name, I hate naming stuff, and I was amazed no one had used this name yet. I found like a beer that's only on tap in some other part of the country, but Death Before Decaf. Perfect, right? So that's going to be the coffee liqueur. The other spirit, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I'm really excited about it. I think I've said before, it's something we haven't done before, but all the pieces are coming together, and we've got to do some like finalized blending and tweaking on that, and then also get the labels made. But look for both of those. We're shooting for October. I'm coming up on the deadline to get that submitted. They'll be distillery only for the first couple months, and then after the new year, should be out in some stores. What else have we got? Oh, one of my friends, regulars that stops by here a lot, is putting on a classical music festival at Beer and Beethoven at Natalie's Grandview, August 30th. Post a link. Check it out. Should be a good time. We're working to try to get on the menu, but they were kind enough to give us some free ad space in the program, and really proud of the ad I put together. I like to pander a little bit to my crowd. What else? Brewdog. The collabs we did with Brewdog, where we distilled their blueberry IPA and their Choco Libre Mexican hot chocolate stout into whiskeys. A lot of people get confused by that. They're like, oh, so it's beer. I'm like, no, it's beer distilled into whiskey. What is whiskey? It's distilled from grain. What is beer? It's fermented grain. It's just an extra step. Then rested in my used bone shaker barrels for about 8 months. I wanted to go kind of a reposado tequila approach. I don't want to overpower the flavor of the beer it came from, but I wanted to mellow it out a bit. We're on the last cases of that, and we did finally put it into some 750s for the last of it. When that's gone, it's gone. You get a price break on the 750s. You save about $10 per ounce. Well, not per ounce. You know what I mean. It's $10 cheaper to buy a fifth than to buy 2 pints. And it's great stuff. You're going to want it. Get it. In a couple days, beginning in August, Blank Canvas Vodka is going on sale. I don't remember the price. It's $19 right now. I think we brought it down to like $14 or $15. Just trying to move through the last of the first batch we did. We did a really big batch. Keep an eye out for that. Stock up on it. We are probably going to be changing the branding on that in the future. I'll let you know. It's up in the air. It was a kind of a experiment, and things are always changing here. Anything I missed? I'm looking at my notes. I don't think so. I think that's it. But keep your cocktails simple. Don't overthink them. Check out the Distillery Trail. Check out some classical music and some beer and cocktails at Natalie's. And keep an eye out for our new releases. That's all for now. Ciao.